Okay, good afternoon all of you. Today we'll start the discussion of class 12 first chapter solution. So before we start the chapter solution, first you have to know some important terms which are related with solution. Actually, solution chapter it is divided into three main portions. First portion is totally related with vapor pressure, ideal and non-ideal solution, then Henry's law and azeotropic mixture. Second portion related with colligative properties. And third one related with Van 't Hoff I factor. So before you start a chapter, first you have to know what is the aim of this chapter, why we learn. Actually, by the help of this chapter, by the help of colligative properties, we can determine molecular mass of unknown solute. Molecular mass of unknown solute. Now, right now, a question may be arises on your brain that there is so many different methods are there. Carrier's method, Geldal method, by this method we can determine the molecular mass. So why we learn the colligative properties? Actually, by the help of colligative properties, we can determine the molecular mass of proteins, we can determine the molecular mass of the polymers whose molecular mass is greater than 10,000. So these huge molecular mass compounds cannot be determined some any other way. These are difficult, but we can determine by the help of colligative properties. So this chapter, the main aim of this chapter to determine the molecular mass of unknown solute, and we know that when the term solute is present, then there should be solvent is present, and when solute and solvent, then it forms solution. That's why the name of the chapter is given solution. Clear? So when you start any chapter, first you have to know the aim, why we learn, what is its application actually. The application of this chapter to determine the molecular mass of the unknown solute, and those solute whose molecular mass is generally greater than 10,000, large molecular mass, which cannot be determined easily by some other methods. Clear? Now, since it is related with solution, so some unit of concentration of solution we have to learn. That is already done in the class 11. Basically, two terms are required. One is molarity. Molarity means number of moles of solute present per liter of solution, at a constant temperature. Here, molarity, it is volume dependent term, liter of solution, and since it is volume dependent, so volume is also depends on temperature, so that's why at a constant temperature. Molarity is represented by capital M, and capital M equal to 1000 W2 by M2 into V. Remember, when we use 2 or B, it indicates solute, and when we are using A1 or A, molarity, which is represented by small m. What is molarity? This is number of moles of solute present per kg of solvent. So sir, please follow. Here number of mole, it's mass dependent, present per kg of solvent, that is also mass dependent, and mass is independent on temperature. So that's why I am not using the temperature term over here. So molarity equal to 1000 W2 by W1 M2. Here W2 M2, W2 indicates weight of solute, M2 indicates molecular mass of the solute, and W1 it indicates weight of solvent. And another term also used, that is mole fraction. Mole fraction, it is represented by the sign chi. Mole fraction means 1 mole by total mole. So sir, what do you mean by 1 mole? Suppose W2 gram of solute whose molecular mass is M2 is dissolved in W1 gram of solvent. Clear? And its molecular mass is M1. So then number of moles of solute. What is the number of moles of solute? How you can determine the number of moles of solute? Number of mole means given mass by molecular mass. So W2 by M2. Similarly, number of moles of solvent. Number of moles of solvent, that is N1, W1 by M1. So now mole fraction of solute, that is chi2. What is the formula? 1 mole by total mole, and 1 mole by total mole means N2 is the 1 mole of solute and total mole is N1 plus